Do you see how good we feel of ourselves when we dress corporate with suit, ties? That is alien to us. We don't know this clothes we are wearing. Some people came from across the oceans and they took away the bente that we used to wear and told us, this is a sin, this is a taboo, throw it away. You are less of a man when you tie those bush and all those things we tie. They now give us suit and tie. They don't need to be here anymore. But even though they are not here, if we don't wear ties, we feel awkward. That's the power of colonization. They have made us a slave of their kingdom. So even though they are not here, we reflect it. We live it, and it's what defines who we are. Because by the powers of colonization, they have turned us to citizens of their realm. So you wake up in the morning, when you are taking tea in Sheraton, you feel like a king. Sometimes you stand at the balcony and then you take tea and you are meditating. You are actually being a British. It's a British person. You are being a British. That's what you are doing. You are practicing how to be a British. But it now makes you feel important. When you wear a suit and you stand in front of the mirror, you adjust yourself and you square your shoulders. And then you are talking. Your confidence is anchoring on a suit. Meanwhile, what you don't know is that an ambassador came into your territory, and by the wisdom and the powers of his realm, he colonized you. So even though he left, you are now a slave. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the kingdom. So what God is looking for is to find men that can come with the culture of heaven. They are agents of another kingdom. So everywhere they show up, they afflict you with the governments of Elohim. When they show up, don't let them come into your house, because when they come, the next time they are leaving, you are speaking in tongues. And you will discover that they have turned your world upside down, because the things you believe, you can no longer believe them anymore. That's what kingdom is about. How come we visit our friends and they still live in iniquity? Because we are not kingdom agents. We have known the Father, but we have not known the King. How did the British come to Nigeria and suddenly we became British? We even threw our language away. Now we communicate in English, and then we take so much pride that we can speak good English. Sometimes when people are speaking, they even add some accent to it. Hello, how you doing? You know, I was in the state the other day and I felt, and they feel so good of themselves because somebody else gave you his language and kicked yours out. And then you feel important because you speak his language. How come you say you are a child of God and your family can't reflect it? Your territory can't reflect it. That means the British ambassadors, they did a better job than the Christians of Nigeria. Because they know kingdom, we know religion. We think we come to church and carry out religious ritual and the territory will change. No! Having received the kingdom that cannot be moved, men that understand the language of heaven and the governments of eternity must rise again. So when they go into their offices will change and it will become the government of God. That's what God is looking for. He's not looking for religious people that gather together, singing hymns and feeling good. He's looking for a people that can afflict their world with the powers of righteousness so deep that the fornicator will become a righteous man. The Bible told us of spies. These were not even elders in Israel. They entered Jericho and they met a prostitute. When they left Jericho, that prostitute became one of the progenitors of Jesus Christ. What did they carry? What did they know? And what was the nature of their communication? How come you speak to people in your office? They know you as a government agent, but they don't know you as an ambassador of Jesus, because we have not known the kingdom. We are still at the level of receiving from God, and the kingdom of God is dying. The kingdom of God is suffering. You can no longer find men that say, I will not take the bribe. I will rather lose my job. If you do it now, they call it foolishness, because we have become of this world. We don't know that we are pilgrims on the face of the earth. This is not our home. We were sent from another realm to bring a culture that only exists among the celestials, so that when we enter a place, that place will become a mirror image of the heavenly dimension. But we have forgotten our home. We have forgotten our language, and we have forgotten the lifestyle of the realm where we came from. The kingdom must be preached again. And for that to happen, true ambassadors must rise. You know, we persuade men now to win souls because we don't know that's the culture of our kingdom. The reason we are called the church is called the ecclesia. We are called out to colonize. You are not a member of a church, you are a citizen of a kingdom. Let me preach my message.